Ahoy there. Good day to you. I hope my words find you in good health, that you're fulfilling your will and finding your purpose in this world. Our 20s are a very important time of our life. We live a very long life. Assume that you're going to live to be at least 100. And our 20s are a time of our life where we can take a lot of risk. And any mistakes we make in our 20s, hell, even our 30s, we can overcome, we can correct, we can fix. We don't have to be perfect. We don't have to be safe all the time throughout our life, because those times where we kind of step out of our comfort zone, those times where we do something courageous, do something risky, are very formative. And a very formative time for me was at the age of 21. For a year, I was a privateer on a commissioned warship, and we fought pirates with pistols and knives in the middle of storms at sea. At the time, we were operating off the coasts of Iraq, and Iraq at the time was a huge importer of used cars, number one importer of used cars in the world at the time, because they were restructuring their entire country. This is back around 2004. And so one of our responsibilities was to go on these giant shipping ships, these giant container ships, these giant vessels, and to inspect hundreds and hundreds of cars. And there'd be like 4 or 5 rows of cars all lined up. And they'd be like mid-90s Corollas or used Mercedes or Hondas and stuff like that. And because there'd be so many cars, they would park them really close together that you couldn't really open the doors, let alone there was not enough room for us to move in between the cars with our tactical gear that was on, our big bulky tactical gear that we were wearing at the time. And so we devised this really ingenious method of a way to search all of the vehicles prior to concluding our boarding. Now, put this into context. At the time in Iraq, vehicle-based improvised explosive devices were a big concern, and one of our responsibilities, a link in this chain, was to inspect all of these cars before they made it into shore and were offloaded and sent out into the community. Make sure, okay, there's no explosives at this point in time. It's part of the chain of custody, basically, of the vehicles. And so we developed this ingenious method to search the cars quickly while looking for any possible explosives. And so what we'd do is we'd go to one row of the cars and we'd climb up on the trunks of the cars or climb up on the hood of the car, and then we would run across the entire line, the entire column of cars as fast as we possibly could. And so if you are an Iraqi who possibly had a size 12 boot print in the hood of your car or the roof of your car, it's probably from me and my friends conducting very thorough searches of those vehicles. And these kinds of experiences that I had in my 20s, because I was a maniac, you can ask anyone who knew me from back then, are really important in our life. They help build character, help define us as individuals, and give us kind of a direction in life, a purpose in life. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you.